Autumn is here, that time of year where the leaves begin to change colour, where the geese fill our skies once again, where the nutrient recycling within nature is at its prime, and of course, where photography is at its best. And today I have a day off and there's no better way to spend it than to go exploring, try and get some images and just see what this time of year has got in store for me. Today I'm off to Aden Country Park in Aberdeenshire. I've never been there before, but I am excited to see what it's got in store and what images I can create while I'm there. So before we head to Aden Country Park, I thought I'd stop off here at the Deer Abbey, which is just down the road from the park. This is such a hidden wonder. I'd never heard about it until a few weeks ago, and with the weather being beautiful today and it being autumn, it just adds so much to this place. Such a hidden gem. And this yew tree here reminds me of that really old yew tree that I visited when I was down near Loch Lomond back in May. If you've not seen that video, check it out because that tree was incredible.
Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the...
So I've said it before and I will say it again, I love exploring historic places, and especially here in Scotland. There is so much history, so many old buildings, and places like this are completely free to come and explore. What a find this is, and I'm going to continue looking around it, see if I can get some images. Unfortunately the trees here haven't quite changed enough yet for that gorgeous autumnal colour, but it's still worth exploring today, still worth looking for compositions, and just see what I can discover.
A bigger scale, the world inhales as we go. I wouldn't want it any other way, no. Dreamy, breezy we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover.
Well, they certainly don't make places like this nowadays. There's something really special about going back in time and going to these historic places and trying to imagine the lives that these monks would have lived. I still, no matter how many places I go that from historic times, I still get a sense of how difficult it must have been to build these places and how much work and hardship must have gone into it. Life was hard back then. It's just fascinating to learn all about it. And what a wonderful find this place was. I'll see you all at the next location.
Undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all.
We need to turn round, we're heading west. Turn left, turn right, turn left, and we're there. And look at it. It's in a field somewhere, look at the looks of it.
So just one more place before we get to Aden Country Park. We have come to a stone circle quite near the abbey we were just at. I've never heard of it before, but my dad wanted to see it and apparently it is well worth seeing. Well, this has got to be one of the most eeriest walks I've ever had to a stone circle. It's almost like a horror film. So although I'm here for the stone circle, I'm obviously always on the lookout for a good photo opportunity. And right now I'm really liking the way that the sunlight is hitting this tree. I've taken quite a few images, both landscape and portrait, trying to focus on the tree and blur out most of its surrounding area. I don't know how they've turned out, but being outdoors is all about looking around you, looking for changes in the atmosphere and looking for things which you can photograph that's a bit different to what you would normally shoot. I can see the stone circle now from the other side of the trees. We're almost there, but what a creepy place this is. And what a magnificent find. Well, this was certainly an interesting find. Obviously it does not live up to the Callanash standing stones which I was at recently, which by the way, if you've not seen the video, please feel free to check it out. But it's still well worth visiting somewhere like this. Just the walk through that creepy woods was interesting enough, and then coming here to this ancient site, overlooking all of these farmlands and fields in the Aberdeen countryside. It's just fascinating that places like this, I suppose, still exist, and they still live to tell a story of hundreds of years ago that we can't even begin to understand and believe. So welcome to Aden Country Park. Aberdeenshire is full of places like this, but I'd never been to this one before and I'm quite excited to see what we're going to discover. Several of the trees here are starting to turn, there's some beautiful colours, so hopefully we'll find some nice compositions and get some nice images too. Wow, a good old-fashioned ruined mansion house. Imagine living in there in the olden days. It's sad that it's now a ruin, but it's quite cool that you get to go inside and explore it. Just taking a couple of photos in and around it. Nothing too exciting, unfortunately. And I've just come across a tree house. Look at this root system, this is incredible. All of this is worn away and all these roots have been exposed. It's amazing what is underneath the ground that we're unaware of, especially with big old trees like this. Absolutely incredible. is like a never-ending discovery today. This park has got so much to offer. It's amazing that you can still find places like this in and around Scotland. So much hidden stuff to enjoy. Literally, even though there's a map to get you around this park, if you just walk around it, you discover so many interesting things that you do not expect to come across. And this burn here with these old bridges, it's just like going back in time and finding somewhere truly, truly unique. The photography's not going to plan. Every image I'm picturing in my head would look good with a person in it. I have managed to set my camera up a few times to take images with me in it, but I need somebody to be here with me, to model for me, in order to stand in these places and to get the images that I'm picturing in my head. But just walking around here today and seeing the beginnings of autumn and all the beauty that comes with it, it is awe-inspiring. Look at the size of these trees. It's absolutely incredible. I've only seen trees this big once before. I mean, just look at them. Look at this. It's absolutely extraordinary. Extremely soft bark, towering up above me. This is such a wondrous place. I think it's so nice when you find places like this which are open to the public for you to go out and explore, go walking. Well, this place is pretty creepy. My dad said it was like an underground crypt, and he was not wrong, but what I didn't realise was that there was going to be, I'm not sure if they're real or not, but there's like hanging pigs and what looks like potentially a cow or a deer. Like I say, my photography's not going very good today, but this is an interesting walk nevertheless. Enjoying this country park, seeing what we can discover, and after all, this channel isn't just about photography, as I've said a million times before. It's about introducing you to Scotland, the beauty of this gorgeous, gorgeous country, and just getting out to enjoy everything that nature has to offer. And especially just now in autumn, nature is probably at its best. There's so many opportunities for discovery, so many opportunities for walks, so many opportunities for photography, but you've got to be out there in order to see the compositions and see what's going to unfold before your eyes.